Captain Jonnie says the red tide is still out there. Although the effects aren't there, you don't see as many dead fish, and it's not causing too many problems for beachgoers because of that strong easterly wind. However, he says the fishing is still pretty slow because he thinks that a lot of the fish took off and moved out of here. Here's more.
The day starts off with this gem, a nice sundog. That is when there appears to be two suns, as cirrus clouds composed of ice crystals refract and reflect the light. The captain was on a scouting mission today, checking out places for future clients. First stop, a small reef off Longboat Key.
Put a little split shot on
To get it down to the bottom, huh?
Using some small scaled sardines or greenbacks, Captain Jonnie hooks up a nice one.
That's a big one, nice one. That's what we want, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
A nice Key West grunt. You know, people stick up their nose at Key West grunts, but boy, they are good eating. They're just like mangrove snapper.
And I can attest to that, as it made for a great lunch, quite tasty. Making our way out to M1 and 2, the wind picked up and so did the waves. Keeping the bottom fishing going, I was pulling up what appeared to be a nice catch, and then wham, a huge Goliath grouper got me, and eventually he won the battle. Captain Jonnie would find yet another off the 36-foot bottom reef to add some more for lunch. The fishing was slow but fun, as we saw a large school of little tuna chasing after some flying fish. On the way back, we fish a small drop-off, and the captain brings in a pretty good-sized red grouper, but not big enough.
There's grunts out here on the bottom, and every once in a while, the little red grouper. Too bad he isn't 20 inches, would be legal, but it's fun catching anyway. Hey, remember, take your kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
So he did some scouting. He said he's not going to go to those places when he takes his clients because it didn't work out that well. But I tell you, Captain Jeff Page took this gentleman right here, Troy Cyprit. I know Troy. He caught a nice redfish. So people are catching some fish out there. And I know a diver who went diving off the Point of Rocks just recently and said there weren't many fish around at all. The marine life seems to have moved out temporarily.
Red tide.
Yeah,
pushed
red
them
tide.
out.
And I know Jonnie was out. We were out there a little bit, and he backed the boat up at one point, and it kind of kicked up the sea a little bit. And sure enough, I was starting to cough. My eyes were watering. So it's still out there a little bit. We'll have the full report coming up tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Bob.